Just about ready to go back under green flag here at Southern National. The CarQuest 200 for the NASCAR late model stock cars. Jamie Caudill brings the field up off turn 4. Green flag in the air. 89 laps complete. Out of the scheduled 200, cars just coming off pit road as the leaders of Keller Brewer's machine, Todd Brewer rather, involved in the incident that brought us to the caution flag. He's just now back out on pit road, yet goes yet another lap down. He'll keep his car to the inside. Matter of fact, he is slowing down even more down the front straightaway. Some problems escalating for Todd Brewer's car, and he'll squeaks by, and Grubb will take over the second spot. McNair falls back to third. This is the battle for fourth. It was a dandy before he went away to the caution, and now it's a dandy again. Tony Grady up underneath Steve Mendenhall. This is the battle for the fourth spot. Grady gets up underneath and takes the position away. Billy Ray Lucas now dives to the inside of Mendenhall in turn 1. Lucas in the green car has got Sherman Davis stacked up behind him, and Mendenhall will lose the 5th position. So give 5th now to Billy Ray Lucas. Mendenhall will fall back now to the 6th spot after starting 2nd. Caution flies on the speedway. Under caution here for the 3rd time. Car getting sideways and into the outside retaining wall of Scott Wise. Tough break. Back as the green flag goes in the air here at Southern National Speedway. The CarQuest 200 on Pac-10 TV. Bobby Parker, Tim Hayden. I'm Alex Hayden. Is watching cars. One getting very loose up off turn number 2. Looked like Shelton McNair Jr. was the driver who got way up out of shape. Matter of fact, it was not. It was another blue car, Bubba Johnston, who was a lap down. McNair just behind him. And again, Johnston goes way up the racetrack right in front of Shelton McNair. Stephen Rhodes has to jump on the brakes. He'll dive for the inside of McNair. This is a battle for position. Tom Elliott is in the mix as well as they come up off of the corner. Bubba Johnston quickly snaps it down to the inside lane, lets these cars work the outside groove. Bubba Johnston, the Chapel Masonry car. He's out of Virginia trying to get down to the inside of the speedway, and he is off the pace. He'll be bringing that machine down pit road as you watch Keith Hartzog up underneath. 77 car of Tom Elliott. That's the ST Wooten Corporation car. And now Wayne Grubb right on the back bumper of Jamie Caudill. The challenge for the lead is on. Head down the back straightaway. Here's Grubb. Takes a peek to the inside of Caudill. Can't find the advantage. Ricky Taylor stacks up just in front of them. They'll put yet another lap on him and ride nose to tail down the front straightaway. Great racing here. NASCAR late model stock style. Grubb sticks the nose of his car right up underneath the tail end of Jamie Caudill. Nearly making contact, doing a great job of staying off the back bumper. Caudill hanging on the race lead. Wayne Grubb definitely the fastest car on the track right now, as he has walked the race leader down at the aid of a caution. And Caudill was able to get away by a good 5-10 car lengths, and now Grubb has walked him right back down. Grubb gets a little sideways off turn 4. He'll have to remount that charge now as he slips back a half a car length off the back bumper. Caudill will burn up the tires. Here's Grubb taking another peek to the inside just to see what's down there. Caudill goes high off turn 2. Here comes Wayne Grubb for the battle for the race lead on the backstretch. Grubb to the inside, Caudill to the outside, and Jamie Caudill will use the lap car of David Warren as a pick. Grubb will have to ride the tire tracks of the race leader once more. Keeping the cars separate, trying to take some air off that rear spoiler to loosen up that race car. And here comes Grubb again to the inside of Jamie Caudill. We'll get a nose alongside. They hit the banking of turn 1. Caudill knows he's there and gives him plenty of racing room. Here comes Grubb to the inside of Jamie Caudill, the battle for the race lead. Caudill has led all the laps to this point. He is in jeopardy of losing the race lead now. Wayne Grubb goes to the inside of Jamie Caudill. This for the top spot. Tony Grady right behind these guys. 3 Monte Carlos at the front of the field. Drag racing into turn number 3. Grubb holds the preferred inside line, but Caudill able to keep the horses and the momentum wound up. On the outside lane, he'll lead that lap as well. Wayne Grubb unable to take the lead, but he's staying side by side with the race leader. Wayne Grubb to the inside of Jamie Caudill. And again, Caudill uses the lap car as a pick. Taylor got down on the apron trying to get out of the way. And here comes Grubb. He didn't let that bother him at all. He stays side by side with the leader, Caudill. Again, on the back straightaway. Wayne Grubb gets a nose out in front of Caudill, but when they hit turn 3, Caudill again by a nose. Tony Grady just behind them. The top three right together on the racetrack. Here comes Grubb. Shot like a cannon. Here he is down the backstretch. Wayne Grubb will take the race lead away. You can see him get the momentum up off of the corner. What a bite off the inside lane. And the new race leader is Wayne Grubb out of Mechanicsville, Virginia. The Terex Chevrolet is up front. Caudill rides second. Now he's got some pressure from behind from Tony Grady. Grady looks to the outside now of Jamie Caudill as the car heads down pit road. Also Tom Elliott too, he's on pit road. He's got some damage to the right side of his car. Perhaps got into the outside wall or was involved with another race car, but significant damage to the right side of Tom Elliott's car after running in the top five. Elliott, he is of course up front. Oh, here's contact. Now Caudill gets sideways. Grady got into the back end of Jamie Caudill, got him sideways, and that will not help the rear tire wear. Sliding the tires and spinning them just a bit, but here comes Wayne Grubb now. He'll work to the inside of Stephen Rhodes. Meanwhile, the battle for second is a dandy. Tony Grady gets the run on Jamie Caudill, and he'll take over the second position. Tony Grady moves up to position number 2. Caudill, your pole sitter, after dominating the first half of the race, has slipped back to third. Trouble on the back straightaway. One car loops around. It's Bill Price, and he'll make contact with the inside retaining wall. Price got sideways up off turn number 2, spun down to the inside and smacked the wall. Here's Shelton McNair Jr. His car sits up against the outside wall of the 200. Shelton McNair Jr. has brought his car behind the pit wall, as has Bill Price. Both of those are out of the race. McNair's handling problems. Bill Price with the contact with the inside wall. Green flag back in the air. Wayne Grubb up front jumps out to a 4-car length advantage immediately. Tony Grady's the second place runner. You see cars further back in the field jockeying for position. Here comes the leader, Grubb. Here's Andy Young and the 8 car going to the outside. WT third down to the inside, the Mobil 1 Ford Taurus. 5 laps to go in the CarQuest 200. 5 to go. The leaders come by. There's Stephen Rhodes, your 6th place runner. Further up, cars making their last-ditch efforts now. Headed into turns 3 and 4. The race leader is caught the last car on the lead lap. That's the 12 car of Blake Eatman. They'll get around Keith Hartzog. Eatman in the 12 car is the last car on the lead lap, and he gets loose in turn 2. He'll go a lap down, opens up the inside lane for Wayne Grubb. Blake Eatman, with just 4 laps to go, gets lapped. Keith Hartzog keeps his car down low, lets the leaders go by. There's problem up off of the corner. Problem off turn number 4. It's Andy Young, and his car is up against the inside retaining wall. Tough. Wayne Grubb the leader. Then you have the lapped car second on the track. Blake Eatman, he'll pull down to the inside to give Tony Grady, your second place runner, a clean shot. Green flag goes in the air. Billy Ray Lucas is third. They come up. Eatman stays inside. The second and third place cars get by easily. They hit the banking at turns 1 and 2. It's a green-white checker finish. Wayne Grubb by 4 car lengths on Tony Grady. Billy Ray Lucas is third. The top 3 together on the racetrack now. Up off turn number 4. They'll come to the stripe. White flag in the air. 199 down. 1 to go in the CarQuest 200. Here's Grubb up off the second corner. Tony Grady, last chance. He's a car length and a half off the back bumper. Can't get close enough by the time they hit turn 3. Further back, it's a hornet's nest. But here come the leaders up off of the corner. Checkers in the air, and Wayne Grubb wins the CarQuest 200. And Wayne Grubb has come to Southern National Speedway for the 3rd time this season and has taken the hardware home for the 2nd time in 3 races. Throw in a second place finish in there as well. Congratulations. 2nd win here at Southern National this year.
I tell you, this Terex Chevrolet and Sammy Houston, he put an awesome setup under it. And like I said in the interview earlier, it got better after lap 100. So we were aiming for that, and then it just kept going, just keeping the car under us and keeping the Goodyear tires under us.
How did the car handle when you had to weave your way in and out of traffic? High lane, low lane. Did the car respond well both sides?
We were a little bit free, but as long as I just babied it a little bit and kept the tires from spinning, we could keep the forward momentum going, and we could just beat them that way.
A lot of drivers were dropping out of the race, and some of them had some brake problems. No problems with the brakes with you guys?
No, I tell you, when you get a car handling like this, you really don't use the brake too much. You just coast it into the corner and let the car set and let you do its thing.
Congratulations, a well-earned victory, and everybody, like we talked this afternoon, is pointing a finger at this car, and you showed it tonight.
Thank you.
Wayne Grove, guys, he wins the second race of the season here at the Car Quest 200 at Southern National Speedway. We'll run back here and grab our third-place finisher, who was Billy Ray Lucas. He brought the Parker's Barbecue, Billy Ray's auto-wrecker Chevy across the stripe in the third position. Big drink of water. Congratulations, third-place run. Who knows if there's another 20 laps, huh?
Thank God they won't.
How was the race car tonight?
Won't bad. Won't bad. I'll take a third as good as a win, patting my points lead, using my head. Maybe this year is my year.
Can you go ahead and point a finger, even though there's a lot of racing left, can you put your finger on this race and say, this is maybe where I've won this championship?
Nope. I told you it was the turnaround season. You don't win the championship until it's over. I've had 3 of these suckers going into the last race. And I ain't going to say I had them took away, but I didn't win them. And maybe this is the year. I got a lot of good people. Oh, God, I got to do this again.
Here he is right here. And Tony, second place run tonight, just like last week. Who knows if there were a handful of laps left?
Yeah, I tell you, I made a little mistake. I let Wayne Grove by me early on. When he got to me, I thought, oh, hey, you're too good too soon. And I honestly thought where everybody was running, Billy run me down. 18 car, he was hanging and fall, he was worth. I thought, well, hey, you guys, I'm going to be the only player at the end of this thing. So Wayne and his guys, man, they pulled a bunny out of the hat. They were good earlier than we were. And right there at the end, I think we were about even. I killed the brakes racing Jamie real hard. I'm glad me and him raced hard. It's probably the first time anybody's ever seen me and Jamie race side by side. I'm just tickled to death because of that, and I'm more happy that I beat him. And then I tried to move that back wall somewhere back there. Me and Jamie both did. I was following him. I didn't think he was going to hit the wall, but we did good, you know. If we'd have been out front, we'd have won the thing. We're no worse than we were last year. We're as good. Competition's through the roof at this place right now. You win any race here this year, you bad to the bone. But we're going to win more than one. We're coming back.
Tony Grady, the Mystic Images Thoroughbred Chevy with the second place finish. And that'll wrap things up here at the Car Quest 200 at Southern National Speedway. On behalf of Tim Hayden, Bobby Parker, I'm Alex Hayden. See us next time here on Pac-10.